My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. It is the 3rd day of July. So, let's talk about some of the things that I have explored today. Let's talk about fight instigators. Alright? I'm sure you guys are thinking, why, James? Why do you want to talk about fighting instigators? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Alright? So I watch a lot of these ragtime videos on YouTube. And when I say ragtime, I'm not talking about girls on the rag or anything like that. I'm talking about these little assholes that's posting everything up on World Star and whatever the hell else floats your damn boat about people being on the business end of fist. Now, when I say the business end of fist, I mean somebody's basically getting the holy snot beat or kicked or stomped out of them. I know, I probably shouldn't be watching things like that. It does not promote healthy relationships for people of color or anybody else for that matter. So, I want to talk about the people, not the guys that's filming it, you know, shame on them, but mostly I want to talk about the people who are hyping everybody up while they're watching it. You know, the guys talking about people leaking and all that shit, and you know, I watch it, I'm guilty, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and tell everybody that I don't think that shit's kind of cool and kind of not at the same time, because I do. I think it's kind of cool and I think it's kind of not. And I would like to say this on record. When you're recording these things, or when you're enjoying someone being on the business end of a fist, you know, especially the guys that's like standing over people after they've been completely leveled or laid out, you know, you may think that shit's funny. But how are you going to feel when it's you? So here's where I get real now. You know, this is where things get real. Stop getting like people who are in these fights. You know, you're filming us and we're getting our asses kicked, and then you're standing over us talking shit. Well, it's kind of funny that, see, you're not the one getting your ass kicked, so you don't really care about the aftermath. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, before the night's over, I'll be watching it again. But the thing is, I don't crack laughter at this. I think this is as deadly serious as a fucking terrorist attack. You know, you don't sit here and film people getting their ass whooped and then talk shit. And I've seen a lot of people fight dirty and kick people while they're down. Okay, if they're unconscious, there's no need for that. If they're conscious, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't turn a blind eye to somebody kicking someone while they're down. As long as they're not unconscious, it's kind of okay and it's kind of not. I guess it just depends on which side of the track you're on at the time of the fight. You know, and I watch a lot of police videos and I watch a lot of girl fighting. And I've seen a lot of female body parts, you know, which is cool for me. Might not be your thing, you know, but I'm not judging. But, you know, I will say this to the guys filming it and posting it and all these fights like in Denny's and McDonald's and Wendy's and motherfuckers jumping on World Star, you know, that kind of shit. How are you going to feel when you have that moment where someone's whooping your ass and you're laughing at them when they're getting their ass whooped? But you gotta remember one thing. The cycle of karma is a vicious cycle. And what goes around comes around. While you're laughing at these people and you're talking all this jazz while they go on sleep, or as many quote unquote people of color are always hollering, ooh, they got you leaking. They got you leaking. Well, that could easily be you. You know. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, that could easily be you too, little fucker. Maybe, maybe not. Because I actually used to fight in the streets before they had all those video cameras and stuff, and had people maliciously recording shit. We owe a great deal of that to the Rodney King and Reginald Denny into this is because most people before cell phones had cameras, they ain't think about none of that. They made home movies, they made little test films and things like that. And now everybody's filming everything. If it looks exciting, it's exciting, so they film it. And before you know it, everybody's got their 15 minutes of fame on World Star or Vine or YouTube, and they're doing all this stuff, and they're not considering the downside of that. They're not considering the part about that poor person that's stretched out in the street. No, and I don't know what starts these fights. So I'm gonna remain neutral. I'm not gonna say that that motherfucker deserved it. I'm not gonna say that that bitch didn't have it coming. You know, people fight over crazy, elaborate, and stupid things. I Whoopi Goldberg said it best. If people are just honest with each other, lots of problems probably could be prevented. And if you're not open-minded to being completely and open and honest with each other, then you probably need to keep it moving. But the thing is, I watch the shit. I'm guilty. I have my moments. I enjoy watching it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't because I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy watching it. Why? Because I miss being able to fight. I miss being able to make movies. I miss a lot of things in my 42 years of living that I can no longer do because I have a hip replacement and I have another hip replacement to come. But there's one thing that I don't do. I don't say that, you know, this person deserved that, You don't know what someone did to get this thing started. And it's the same thing with these videos of cops beating the hell out of people and other instant fails or karma fails and all that other stuff. I watch them all. I like them. It's my thing. I can't say that I'm right or wrong for doing it. Most people would probably say, yo, James, you're 42. You're probably too old to be watching these young ass people making mockeries of themselves. Yes, I am. You also should know that at 42, I no longer give a damn what people think about me most of the time. I try to live my life right, and sometimes my living right might not be what other people consider living right. It's kind of like when people base on me about your long hair, you're trying to get the Jesus look. It's not going to work for you. Well, as I said before my father passed, we weighed this debate, about my hair. And my dad said, Jimmy, you actually look pretty good with long hair. So I promised him that I would grow it back. So I told him I would grow my ponytail back. Fortunately, he died before we got that process going. So to honor him, I decided that I wasn't going to cut my hair again until I was 50. Providing that I live long enough to see it. And just because I planned that doesn't mean the plan won't change. However, for anyone out here that's like looking for an actor, that's not negotiable. My hair stays long. No, period. My hair stays long. Whatever the contract is, haircut is not negotiable. There's not enough money you can pay me to cut this shit the fuck off. Because I promised my dad that I would keep it and that I would grow it back. And so, therefore, you know, it's best that I honor my word. But, most of the time, a lot of people, well, you offer them a whole lot of money and that shit's gone. Well, sometimes things are a little bit more important than money. It took a friend of mine to teach me that a few years back when I asked him some derogatory stuff that I will not discuss because it's not something that you would probably share on the internet unless you're living that way, you know. So, anyway, before I close out, I just want to say, if you're going to watch these fights and everything, I don't think children should watch them, and I'm going to make another video about this in a minute. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Epic 2. Be seeing you.